Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Thursday, May 24th, 2018. Okay, so we have started the chicken coop build. We had already framed this in before, and we had the logs in here, okay, and we had squared it up. So today we went and picked up dry guard. It's a 3/4 inch. It's a chipboard, okay, and we're staggering it. So the reason we're doing that is so that it makes it stronger. So what we did is we put, you know, the one sheet here, this sheet here, and that sheet, which is not nailed in yet. I won't nail that in yet, but I nailed this one in, and this one is nailed in. So we're gonna and so that we got to cut the other pieces. So that piece has got to go in before we slide that one over. That's why we got to wait on that. So there's a overhang on the end here, and I'll explain to you why. So let me show you how the chicken coop, the setup is going to be here, okay? There's Mr. Loose. Got to see what's going on, huh? Yeah. The door is going to, basically, so here's this chicken coop. So 2/3 of it, these basically two over here, are going to be for the chicken area. This third of it here, there's going to be a fencing area in the inside, okay, cutting off this area here from the rest of the chickens. But there'll be a door like over here where I can access into that area. But the main door is going to be right here. There's going to be a main door here going into this area. There's going to be a door over here, you know, the brooding window, if you will. Not brooding, I'm sorry, but the window, or so that they can come out and into this area, which will be fenced in, you know, so they can be protected and they can be safe, okay? Now, over here on the side, over here, what's going to happen is there's going to be, running the length of this here, a door that's going to be able to flip up so that I can clean out this area. I'm going to put linoleum down on the floor in this area, okay? And then when they go on their straw and everything like that, I can just sweep that right out, lift this door up, sweep it right out, right into a wheelbarrow that I'll have over in this area here, okay? Now in the back, you're probably wondering why this is hanging off here 2 feet. Well, what's going to happen is that one there is going to get cut off on that end, but the first two sections are going to be over by 2 feet, because that's where the brooding boxes are going to be. So they will have the nest in here for laying their eggs, and then we'll have an access where we can just like lift the door up back here to be able to get to the eggs without bothering the chickens, okay? So that's what that's going to be about. So that's kind of the design of how the chicken coop is going to be. Like I said, it's going to be the cutoff. So this area here, what am I going to use this area for, you're probably going to ask. I'll have a couple of steel galvanized garbage cans up in here for the feed and everything like that for the chickens. And like I said, I'll have access into the main coop area over here, okay? And so then this way that we can, you know, for the chickens, I can have access to it, but I can also store all their stuff in here. And like I said, it's going to be in galvanized cans. And so that's what we're going to do. So Greg is gone to get his saw and stuff like that. He's going to come back. But so I got these two here. Yes, I see you, Lucy. You're a good boy. I got these two nailed down here now. But so anyway, so what happened yesterday, I ended up not making a second video yesterday because I'll go over here, we'll talk about what was going on. But I ended up getting my one check that I've been waiting on. So I ended up having to take a run. Heather went with me, and we ran down to the bank, made a deposit, took some money out so that I can actually get started on some projects that I wanted to get started on. You know, like I said, everything is always dependent on money, and I was waiting for that money to come in. So some of it's come in. I didn't get my state return yet, but when that comes in, that money's already earmarked for the solar rack. So one of the other things that we did, and there's Miss Soxy. Hey, baby girl. Yeah. One of the other things we did today, I picked up some mulch, and that is going to go, now it's not going to go around these trees here because these ones are fine. There is a cherry tree here, the apple tree here, the 2 peach trees, and the plum tree. I'm going to put this mulch around them, and then I'm going to put a fence around those trees. Like I said, these 3 here are fine. I'm not even worried about these 3 trees. These ones are going to be in good shape. So I'm not concerned about them. But so I picked up 12 bags of mulch to go around the trees, just so I didn't have, like, once I fence that in, that way the weeds aren't growing up through there on the inside and choking that off. So as you can see, I started cutting the grass yesterday. Greg let me borrow a lawnmower, and I had gotten started getting things cleaned up, and so I was doing that, and I got over into this area over here, and I hit a rock. And the blade is normally like this on your lawnmower. Well, the one end is now like that, where it's got a complete downward curve. I hit a rock and it bent the blade completely, so I have to go and get another blade. The shaft is still working, the lawnmower still starts. It's just that one blade is at that angle and it's completely screwed. So I'm going to go and get another blade for him to replace that, and we'll get that on there. And then I can keep cutting again. So what I did too today, a couple other things, a couple other projects that are going to be going on. I got the tar for these, for the poles. So I'll probably do like maybe 2 feet up, and that much will go into the ground, and then I'll start working on getting the flag poles in. But I'll get that tar on them today. I also bought another gallon of sealer for the top of the camper, and that's another project that's going to be getting done. So I don't know if that'll get done in the next couple days or not. Depends on how much time I have and what I feel like getting done. But I got the gallon for that as well. Okay. I also picked up a sheet of Luan for the main bedroom in the camper because of the water damage. The ceiling is sagging, and that's all got to get pulled out. So that's going to get all pulled out, and we're going to put up a new piece of Luan in there, so that I don't want to have a mold problem. Nobody sleeps in the camper right now, but I'm going to be having guests over and stuff like that this summer, and I don't want people to have to worry about mold and stuff like that. So I picked up that Luan. We're going to redo that ceiling, pull that all out, and put a new piece of Luan in there, and I'll show you all that when we do that too. So just another list, something to add on to the list of projects that have to be done here at the homestead. It is absolutely gorgeous this morning. Clear blue skies, as you can see. I mean, absolutely freaking gorgeous. The sun is out. It's supposed to be mid 80s today. I think it's supposed to be 82 or 83 today. Absolutely gorgeous. Tomorrow's supposed to be like 87, and then it's supposed to be like 85 on Saturday. So it's absolutely gorgeous. Perfect timing. And so I've been trying to get up, making sure I'm getting up early. So when Heather, I actually took her to school today and went to town with Greg and picked up the materials that we needed and stuff like that, and getting things going here at the homestead. So I'm excited. Things are actually moving along now, and God, it really helps when you have that money to work with. But I'm excited. We're gonna get some stuff done, and like I said, I'm gonna show you the progress as we go. I got to go buy another blade. I might do that later today. I may run downtown this afternoon when it gets hotter and pick up another blade. But it's always something, always something. But so that's what's going on, and that's what we're working on, and we're going to keep banging away at stuff and get things done. And so that's what we're doing here at the homestead. Like I said, I'm excited. I'm actually happy to actually get going on a chicken coop, and I think the design of it's going to be nice, and it's going to look good, and it'll be good for the chickens. So I do plan on having some windows in there as well, so some cross ventilation, so it's not so stuffy in there for them, and we'll work on that too. So that's what's happening, and so that's what we're working on, and it's just keep banging away at stuff. That's what it's all about. Always trying to make forward progress. That's what it's absolutely all about, is making forward progress. So anyway, guys, listen, remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, you work at it methodically, and you will get there. You will reach your goals. The only one that's going to stop you from doing that is yourself. Nobody else can do it. Nobody else can do it. So remember that. That's real important. I think a lot of people lose sight of that. So I'm going to get back to work here and get some stuff done, and I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.